Here. I worked a bit this morning, thought about this last night. So I've made my own time cards development. So I made a copy of what we did yesterday. I wanted to add a few features to this. So basically, this part's the same as what you had, but now I've created a timesheet. What it does is as your people submit the data to this main sheet right here, what this does is goes through and sorts based on who I choose. So, for instance, if I only have I only have data in here that I've been playing with from Grant and Robin. But if I switch here with a pop down, there's Robin. That summarizes for me Robin's stuff. Tells me how many total hours he works. And in this date range that I choose here, it tells me how many days and how many hours in that date range. So you'd asked about like maybe having a week long summary of how people had worked. If I were to go, let's say, back to Grant, and I'm doing this date, he's actually worked these days from September through October. But notice that these are the total hours worked, but my date range is basically giving me how many days he worked, how many hours. Well, that's basically the September time frame. So if I switch this to October and then switch this to October 31st, he now has worked one day in October in this time frame and has a total of 4 hours. So basically, that's what this sheet does. It lets you basically go back and choose a date range. And in this case, I'm going from September 1st to October 31st. I can get a day count and a total hour sum. And this is just a total hour sum of everything he does. And it's all pulled from this sheet. So all your people still do is submit the form that we worked on yesterday. Then in addition to that, I have... I'm pulling all the data onto a separate sheet for Grant, Robin, Travis, Blake, and Bronte. So basically, you move forward, you do the data, but we use these other tabs down at the bottom to actually summarize and work with your data. You could then print this off and send that off to people. In addition, back in my drive, I have what you had developed yesterday, but I developed this new one. I haven't shared it out with you yet. I'm just sort of playing with it. I end up with, of course, these same PDFs that we did yesterday. This last one, I think I submitted here, and that's just going to, tell me. And I changed the colors a little bit on a couple of things here, but just wanted to share that out with you. I will try to get a chance to come see you. I think this is a better way for you to be able to summarize the data. Again, people submit the data. This timesheet lets you look at each employee in a date range and get a total count and total hours, or you can just look individually at each person. I might be able to on this query sheet to pull it down into a date range. Haven't played with that, but just wanted to put this out there for you so you could see. Thanks, Ruth. Bye.